Now, my dear student, already I have discussed you in my previous lecture about the straight line method for the depreciation calculation. Okay. Now, I am going to teach you the second method of depreciation calculation, and that is decline balance method. Okay. Second is decline balance method. You can also call it in the short form DBM. If you will think about decline balance method, in this method, the major assumption is that the value of depreciation is going to be changed each and every year. It's not going to be same for. Second assumption is that the percentage fixed factor is going to be same throughout the every year. Throughout the whole service life, each and every year you will be getting same amount of percentage fixed factor, but depreciation value is going to be changed every year. Just like you have got the same value of depreciation in the straight line method, but you are not going to get same value of depreciation from the decline balance method. So I am writing the assumption. This is the major assumption in decline balance method. Depreciation is going to be changed every year. First point, and second point is percentage fixed factor will be same. Okay. Now understand one thing. In this double decline balance method, in the where we can use the decline balance method means, just understand, if you are going to use any instrument and at the early stage of its use, you are going to use very vigorously, means you are using more and more that instrument in the early stage of its life, then you can use decline balance method for that instrument. Just like for a computer, if you are going to buy a computer, after buying, what will happen? If you have started using the computer, then the early rest of the life, then you will be using more and more. So the instrument you are using more and more at the early stages of their life, then you can use the decline balance method for the calculation of depreciation for that particular instrument. First, second thing is that you will get a more amount of depreciation at the early stages of the service life, at the earlier stage of service life, from the decline balance method. Okay, so it is very useful to use decline balance method, because you are getting more and more depreciation amount in the earlier stage of the service life, and your motive is also you have to pay less amount of tax at the earlier stage of your setup of the plant or earlier stage of the service life, so that you can save the value of tax that you have to give the government. Okay, so this decline balance method is very fruitful for the calculation of depreciation when you are using instrument or assets vigorously at the earlier stage of their life, or you are going to frequently use that instrument. Okay, now understand how we can calculate the value of depreciation from the decline balance method. Okay, so I am going to take the asset A, okay, having V0 is equals to original value, okay, so Vs is equals to salvage value, and is equals to service life, and D is equals to depreciation. Okay, now if you will see, then at n is equals to 0, the value of this is B1. At n is equals to 1, you will get a value B1. At n is equals to 2, you will get a value of B2. At n is equals to 3, you will get a value of B3. And n is equals to n, you will get a value of Vs. That is called as the salvage value. Already I have discussed in my previous lecture about what is the definition of salvage value. So from here, if you will see the V1, now how can you calculate the depreciation? So depreciation will be equals to this depreciation in the first year, that is equals to what? V0 minus B1. If you will calculate depreciation in the second year, that is equals to what? B1 minus B2. In depreciation in third year, then depreciation in the third year, D3 that is equals to what? V2 minus V3. So you can write Dn that is equals to Vn minus 1 minus Vn. That will be the depreciation in the nth year. Okay. Now understand one thing. How will you calculate the percentage fixed factor? Okay. So for calculation of percentage fixed factor F, it is denoted by F. Here I am writing the percentage fixed factor F. It is percentage fixed factor F is equals to 1 minus Vs upon V naught का whole की power 1 by n. Okay. Vs upon V naught का whole की power 1 by n. That is the percentage fixed factor. Now understand, if you are going to calculate depreciation here, then this d is equals to V naught of F. The percentage of amount of factor is going to decrease. Here if you are going to calculate d2 is equals to what? V1 of F, because this percentage factor will be same. So if you are going to calculate D3 is equals to what? V2 of F. Okay. So here you can also understand. So you can write depreciation, or you can write V1 is equals to V naught minus this depreciated value. So I can write D and you can write D1. So V1 is equals to V naught minus V naught into F, and from here V1 is equals to, you can write V naught into 1 minus F. You can write V naught is equals to V1 into 1 minus F. Now if you want to calculate the value of V2, you can write V2 is equals to V1 minus of V1F. Now you will calculate V1 to 1 minus F, and V1 you have calculated V naught F, so you can write V naught into 1 minus F ka whole square. Okay. So I am just roughing it out. Now from here you can calculate a value. You can calculate V3 is equals to V2 minus V2 of V2F. So you can calculate V2 into 1 minus F, and from here you will get V naught into 1 minus F ka whole cube. So V3. So if you will generalize this formula, then VA book value at the AIT year. I am writing book value. Already I defined the book value. Book value is equals to V naught into 1 minus F ka whole ki power A. This will be the book value at any particular year. Okay. So you have calculated the book value from this particular formula. Now understand one thing. What I have told you, if you will see from the graph, then you can easily compare the straight line method and decline balance method. Here it is n axis and here it is value. So if you will see, in a straight line method, this is Vs and this was V naught. Okay. So if you will see here, then in the decline balance method, you will get these things in this way. Okay. You will get the graph in this way. Okay. At n equals to 0. Now understand, my dear friend. Here in a straight line method, this is Vs. Now if you will see the value of depreciation in a particular first year or second year, understand here, if you will get the value here in the first year is this one, and in first year for a straight line method you are getting this value. This will be any BA and this will be V naught. So you are getting that much amount of depreciation, and here you are getting that much amount of depreciation. So depreciated value of assets in the decline method, this is a straight line method and this is decline balance method. So in decline balance method you are getting that much amount of depreciated value of that asset, and in a straight line method you are getting that much amount of value of depreciated value of that asset. So in decline balance method depreciation is more as compared to a straight line method. So in the earlier stages of life, it is very fruitful to use decline balance method as compared to the straight line method, because the decline balance method is going to give more amount of depreciation as compared to a straight line method. Okay. And if you will see the slope in decline balance method is more as compared to a straight line method. Now there is a restrictions in calculation of depreciation by decline balance method. What? If the value of Vs becomes 0, then factor of F will equals to 1, and if F will becomes equal to 1, then what will happen? V1 is equals to V naught. Each and every year you will be getting the original amount. That is not possible because there is no any depreciation. So there is restriction. For decline balance method, I am writing here. What is disadvantage for decline balance method? we can't use the decline balance method if salvage value is equals to 0. If salvage value of assets is equals to 0, then we can't use decline balance method. Okay. For second thing is that sometimes you may probably get the value of salvage value more than scrap value in decline balance method. Okay. So here you will see here the scrap value is that much in decline balance method and the salvage value is in a straight line method. My dear student, if you will see from here, how will you tell? Salvage value is more. So in the later period of the assets, service life of the assets, what will happen? The depreciation amount you will be getting less in what? Decline balance method as compared to straight line method. So we will be using up to this particular time in the later period, you will be using which method of depreciation? So straight line method of depreciation. There is a combination of straight line method and decline balance method in the later period of life. Okay. Right now we used to do these things in the plant. For some period of time we used to get double decline balance method for the depreciation calculation, and after a period at the end of the service life we assume straight line method for the calculation of depreciation, because it gives more depreciable amount at the later period of their life. Okay. So this is a combination of the straight line method and decline balance method. Okay. So if in the question you are getting VS, if in the question you are getting V note, VA, all these things, you can calculate the assets value at a particular year, and that is called as the book value. And from here you can calculate the depreciation amount. So this was the topic on the decline balance method. Okay. So in decline balance method, you will get more depreciable amount, more depreciation or more depreciable value of an asset in the early stage of life. And if you are going to use the assets frequently in the early stages of life, then decline balance method is more fruitful as compared to the straight line method for the depreciation calculation. Okay. So I think this topic is very clear, and we will tell you later on the numerical part. Okay. So thank you for today.